New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. And that one won't stay inside of the landing zone. It finds the sideline, and this drive's going to start from the 40.
Ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And all the way across midfield before he was brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Northwestern. Up to the races, middle of the field! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Not the design keeper. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. Big shot sends him to the ground. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Bronco 80, 18, Robert, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Coming out throwing. Here's Ward. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That one hits for 30. And that means the Dolphins' 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Ready?
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Gets him on the quick hitter. Along the right sideline, there's space. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plays forward.
Hey, that's a run that's full bomb on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready?
It's Pacheco again. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check out.
What's going to throw here on third? That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's fourth down. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Calvin Austin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. And off to Tootin. And looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash Broncos. Hut it. Hut.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Trying for the deep ball. This is brought in at the 15. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. Butker to try the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game. Playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
From 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mustang, 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Puts everything he has under this one. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
60, Pat Corey, 70.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Flush down now to his left. He's keeping it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Pass play on 1st and 10. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a 16-point ball game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
First down throw here for Ward. Throw left side, complete. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
18, Panther 11, Panther 11.
First and 10 here. Ward. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
incompletion. They come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Ward setting the pass. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They back down in distance. This group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Like the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time he's out of the backfield with the running back, which shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
In the red zone now. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Austin. Good work so far, he's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Another throw here on 2nd down. He logs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. He was there, he just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Cougar 19, Dragon 60. Ready?
Air it out on 3rd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
18, 5 here. Bracco 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Ward's going to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly,
this first half so far has not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Ward setting up to throw. He put everything he had and brought in inside the 20. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. QB just nailed it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, Ward going to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on.
And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
Lightning 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bucks, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He lofts it deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Dolphins 17. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80, Warriors 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
From the gun, it's Ward. And this one is launched downfield. It connects on the deep shot. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
From the red zone on 1st. This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
The kicker on 4-point after.
It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
20-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Here comes the final play of our first half.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the jump.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air with Ward. He's going deep. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
19 Tiger. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. Continuing to move past the 45. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Check.
Fullback trying to power it across. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. If there's an argument for continuing, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Pass it near the 5. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. He's going to bring this down to their 35. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
18 rattle.
2nd and 10. Here's Ward to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Check down complete to Pacheco. Oh, he put it in the spin cycle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. The running back still doing it to this day.
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
60 Eagles, 60. Red. Ruff, gotta be lying.
Pacheco. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here.
19 tight. Ready? 19 light. 60 by Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Ward. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. To the line comes Ward. They're going for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Dolphins 32.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
so different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw here on first down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Big game downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 9-point advantage.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
Panther 60, 7 Pirates, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Ward setting the pass. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Robert, 70 Rick, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
79 Gross, Mustang 19.
It's going to throw here on third. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So the Dolphins ready for the punt. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Looking on first down. Check down goes to Tootin. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Let's go.
Second quarterback run here. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
On the give, it's Stooten. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picks up about 4 on 2nd down. Still to the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, here's Stooten. He'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Within 8 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
And the Bills first down.
Viking, 18. Come on.
First and 10 at the 33.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And it is incomplete. Going big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
2. 7. Cougar 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Drawn up for him. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
4th down, pass coming. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He has this down to the 34. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
1st and 10 here. Ward. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Man in motion here. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19. Go.
Again, Ward going to the air. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Kate, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Go! Ready?
Desperation time here. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick,
And it's no good, so they get it back within 1 score at least, but can't make it a field goal game. That deficit still 4 points. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Warriors, here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
that is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he puts him air under this one, right side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills holding a 4-point lead.
Ready?
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready, ready? 60 by go.
They'll go again here with 2. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Inside onside give here for Tootin. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ready?
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On the ground, Tootin. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now lead by 10. Rutger to try the point after. Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
Harrison Butler set to kick off.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's drag him 60. 60 Eagles. 6.
They've got a man in motion.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
First down throw here for Ward. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We're going to make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Dolphins take possession of the football.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Red. Cougar 19. 19 sight. 19. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Got it. Ready.
45 seconds showing on that clock. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Ward off the play fake. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bills get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the run it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Go.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. They're running again. they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Come, rig alert, rig alert. Ready.
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies
He
upon.
won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
54. Dolphins 38. Harris's Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40.
Ready. Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Put the body on the line for his team. So the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
20. First down, Dolphins.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
They send a man in motion.
Practice.
Go play action on 1st down. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
18, Robert, 18, here we go, here we go. Hey, smash, pump, 70, 7 Irish, 7 pop, check, smash, Mustang 19, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.